Last night I done a live stream planting this field of rye, and I guess today I'm going to do a little video of spraying it off. So I guess I'm spraying the rye with Roundup, Authority MTZ. I'm using the dicamba product, Ingenia, and a little bit of methylated seed oil, and I think that's it. So Roundup, just gotta pay attention to what I'm doing so you don't have an accident here. But Roundup, Authority MTZ, and methylated seed oil. And yeah, it's not a terrible mix, but it's pretty wild. Here you can see we got to this side where I didn't spread manure, so it never had any fertilizer on it. The cows actually ate it down pretty good in quite a few places, and made it look a little thin. But that's good. That's what it was here for the cows to eat. I'm sorry if the sun's bad. I guess if you guys don't like the sun shining in your face, I guess don't watch, because I need to get this sprayed. I don't have any other choice. It needs done tonight, and so I can finish hopefully planting tomorrow and get ready to start haying. This field actually was really clean except for the rye. So the rye done its job and held the weeds back. This bare spot here is actually where my manure pile was. If you guys remember my manure hauling videos, this is where those were at. I don't know if I'm gonna record the whole field spraying or not, but we'll see, I guess. I just gotta go at least the first round so you guys can see kind of how everything is. Sometime I should go over my controller for my sprayer. I think some of you guys might think it's pretty neat. I know some people might think I need a better sprayer than this, but this sprayer is paid for. It actually does the job fairly well. It's a huge step up from what we used to have, and most of the problems I have with it are self-inflicted, as in hitting holes and breaking the booms off. And I'm afraid a newer one wouldn't do any better. Also, the newer ones have one huge problem that I don't like. The newer ones' huge problem that I don't care for is that unfortunately they weigh too much. And me saying that is, this sprayer fully loaded weighs less than a big Patriot or a big John Deere, you know, a big case or big John Deere sprayer, empty. So I weigh less fully loaded than those sprayers weigh empty. And to a lot of people that's not a huge thing, but when it's a little soft out and I can spray a day or two before the big guys can, I guess that's what I'm doing. That's why I like this sprayer. I wish I could find one with a few less hours on it. It's got 3,800, and you know, something that someone took really good care of and get my hands on it before these things are non-existent. But I'm afraid I might not be able to do that. Might end up getting dark on me a little bit. Hopefully the air conditioner don't make too much noise on my video for everybody. But yeah, this rye, it planted last night into this rye really good. Like I said, last night on my live stream, it was the first time I've ever planted into a whole field of rye. I've done it just as an experiment before, and it seemed to work good before, and I guess here's my full-scale experiment. So we'll have to see how it turns out. But this is a Patriot XL. It's about 125 horse or so, something like that. I can't remember for sure, but Patriot XL. And you know, I've used it. I used to actually custom spray, and I hear recently this year I didn't renew my license because I just got too much going on, and I don't need the headache of trying to custom spray. And now I got a good excuse that when people ask me, I just tell them I can't do it because I don't have a license anymore. But that custom spraying thing, it was good, you know, kind of when I didn't have enough things to do of my own. But now that we're I've got my own ground that I got to contend with, and stuff on shares and whatnot, I guess that's definitely taken way higher priority over the other stuff that we're doing, or you know, the custom spraying. That was just kind of something to keep me busy, keep me out of trouble, and I guess it worked, and kept, you know, was able to stay here on the farm until the farm got big enough to support another family or so. So I guess I'm glad I done it, but it was a lot of headache, and I'm sure everybody that does custom work can agree that it seems like when somebody calls you up and wants you to do a job, they don't call you a day in advance. They want you yesterday, or they want you now. And that was a huge pet peeve of mine. I had one customer was really great. He had an agronomist that came out once a week during the spring of the year, and he actually would just email me. He would email me every week when he was out what fields needed sprayed and what he wanted them sprayed with. And my goodness, that worked awesome. I tried to get, say this example, he sent me the email on Monday. I would try to be spraying. I always plan on spraying by Wednesday, and you know, at least one day, if not two, possibly three, depending on how big the list was. But it worked so good doing that. You know, I knew every week, and then after the crops were up and the spraying kind of slowed down, the agronomists only would come out every other week, and then email me as the stuff needed done. But you would kind of say, well, they don't need it done this week, but maybe next week you should go out and spray this, and this is what I want you to use because this is the weeds that are coming. But anybody who doesn't have time to do some crop scouting on their own, I highly recommend using an agronomist. I know they cost money, but there's you know, there's huge places, especially with all these new chemicals that are coming out, and Roundup resistant weeds and other resistant weeds that are out there. I think it's nice to know, or have at least somebody you can talk to say this is what's going on and this is why I'm recommending. Yes, it costs $20 an acre, but this is why we're doing it. And I think that a lot of people would benefit from that. I'm sorry for moving my head too much, but I can't help it. I'm wearing my sunglasses camera things, and you know, it is what it is, I guess. I want to make a video, but I can't hold my phone and spray, but I've got to watch both sides of what I'm doing here so we don't run into something. I got to make sure the booms aren't dragging on the ground and whatnot. But I'm spraying I'm trying to spray about 10 miles an hour, or 12, but this, I just don't know for sure where the holes are at, since I can't see the ground. I would hate to hit a hole and go ejecto-cedo, but this is the poor side of the field, by the way, that I'm on right now. But it's still gonna make an excellent map for the crop to grow through, and the weeds hopefully not to grow through as much. And I think it's just gonna be great. I didn't spread manure on this side. I intended to leave it for this purpose. So I wanted to spread manure on it because soybeans surprisingly respond very well to manure, especially on our light soils. and I just wanted to. I've always done corn first, then soybeans. But I wanted to try soybeans the first year on it, and then corn, and just see what the difference is in yield and whatnot. Those are some cow trails. We always put pairs over here, and we got cow trails going over to where we feed them, or used to feed them, I guess. And now this year we didn't have to feed them over here at all, so I'm hoping in the future we can start getting rid of these cow trails that we've randomly got through this field here, and because we feed them way over there. I'm sure you guys probably can't see that far on my camera here, but or my glasses. But I had somebody, Farming Life, I think, asked for a review on these glasses. I will do a review on the glasses. It's a video I can make when I can't make anything else, if it's raining or whatever. So I will do that. It's just gonna take a little time. I want to show, make a video also on how to change some settings, because originally these glasses come and what did it, oh, they only recorded for 2-minute blocks, and then every 2 minutes it automatically saved my video. And it works great if you end up losing some of it. You only lose 2 minutes at a time. But on the other hand, it's a pain in the butt to try to stitch all them back together. So you can change it from 2, 4, 8. And I found 8 minutes. It works all right. It's a little bit of a hassle. I kind of wish it would just record kind of like your phone does and record it all at once, I guess. But I'm not sure why the company has it set up that way. But I had a hard time figuring out how to get it to record longer than 2 minutes in a block. You know, it keeps recording, but it just saves a different video every 2 minutes. You have to edit them all together. It was a little bit difficult to figure out, but once I got it figured out, I'm like, duh. But I'd like to make a video on that and show people how to do it, because these glasses, I think, especially like a lot of the videos us ag folks make, they're both hand jobs like this. You know, right now, obviously going through the field, I can hold my phone, but going through, like right now, I'm steering with one hand, I'm running my joystick with the other hand, and the same one I'm steering and running my joystick with, I'm turning on switches and running booms and locking in my auto steer and stuff, and it just makes it a lot easier to kind of show what's going on. Here's a spot that rye must have got manure. This must be where the manure started, somewhere in here, because this stuff's really tall compared to the stuff just well, probably 40 foot next to me here to the south. But like I said, we're definitely going to keep everyone updated on this. I think that it's a subject that I was really interested in. I just couldn't find a lot of videos or of actual people doing it. I've seen university studies and stuff, but I'd like to talk to or see a human that's actually done it, and I'm hoping that's what I'm kind of here for. You know, help show everybody different ways of doing things, and I think this is going to work really good for us here, I think. I know corn, I've heard horror stories with corn into rye, but I've heard people that love it too, so I guess that's something I'll probably try in the future. But I really think this soybean deal into the rye, I think that's going to be great for us. I think it'll really help control weeds in soybeans, because that's what we kind of have a problem with, is weeds in soybeans. You know, corn, there's a lot more different chemicals that you can use that aren't really that expensive, but soybeans, anyone that grows soybeans and has resistant weed problems understands that it's not that easy always killing weeds, and once you get a problem, it's a little late to be dealing with it. So hopefully this will really help our problem not get any worse. And this is one of them food strips that I plant milo in, so our pheasants have a place to hide, and our hunters that hunt pheasants can have a place to hunt when they're here. Because some of the later ones, there's not any crops left in the field, so they get taken out. But yeah, I'm fairly happy with my sprayer here. I know it's old, it's like a 1996, but for what I gave for this sprayer, I couldn't buy another tractor, so I'm short on tractors right now, and a pull type sprayer to do that. And I really just don't think I want to get into a $100,000 sprayer for what we're doing right now. A $100,000 sprayer, no doubt, I'd drive it if someone wanted to buy it for me and have me run it, you know, or let me use it on my farm for free. I probably would, but I just don't want to have to worry about payments every year, especially right now. You know, everything's so tight in the agriculture market. Inputs are still high. Your prices that you're getting for your crops is low. And you know, last year we at our farm, we luckily had a really good year, and actually in our total excuse me, our total area and where we're located at here had a really good year. We had plenty of rain, which is kind of unnormal, you know, not really normal. You know, there's farms or fields that we had that average around 200 bushel, and there's, you know, fields that only done about 100, but most of the 100 bushel field was a field. Actually, one of these fields over here got planted really late because we had cows over here, and that's what happened there. But anyhow, for the most part, we had pretty good corn. And some of you guys may think that 200 bushel corn is terrible. Well, around here, the county average is around 110. So, you know, 200 bushel corn double the county average. So, I'll take it. I'll take 150 average every year if I could. We didn't average 200 bushel though, by the way. We just had some fields do that, but that really helped, you know, make up the price, the issue with price. On our farm, or ranch, I guess, I'm more on the farm side. That's why you don't see a whole lot of the ranch stuff right now, because it's springtime and I'm busy farming. But we obviously do have cattle and stuff, so we do mark our corn up when we're running through our cattle. Even our own cattle, we're marking it up even more than what we can get at the elevator. And I think that's a great way to do it. I think our nearest ethanol plant, which is about a 60-mile drive, no, 80-mile drive one way, their bid right now I think is at $3.16, and actually it's higher today than it was yesterday. I think it was around $3 yesterday, and I don't know why, because I actually think corn went down the day before. I just haven't looked to see what it done today, but what I'm getting at is we mark it up so we make sure we're making something on the cattle, and we're paying ourselves pretty decent for the feed and not just breaking even on the feed. And I think that's a good way to do that too, is you got to make sure you get paid plenty for your feed, because you don't want to be putting up feed for nothing. I don't know, this little knob we don't farm, and I'm not really sure why. I do know it's really rough. And you guys, I think I got pretty good suspension. Someday I'm going to have to show you my suspension on my sprayer. It's got big old coil springs underneath of it. It's probably not quite as smooth a ride as the new ones, but it's a lot better than a tractor, I guarantee you that. But this was pretty fun stuff to plan into. I'm spraying 10 gallons of water down, if anyone's curious. 10 gallons of water to anchor down, I guess. I thought about using a little bit more, but after I looked at it and thought about it, you know, the rye's thick, it's going to make a good mat, but it's not like, especially since the cows are on it and grazed it, it isn't like it's a, you know, you can almost see the ground from the sprayer here, so. I'm sure on video it'll probably either look way thinner or way thicker than what it is, because the video just don't show up very good on how things really are. And the sun might be really bothering you guys too, so I appreciate you guys that are sticking around as long as you have this evening. But yeah, I end up not getting any soybeans planted today. I just been spraying I got my tractor moved. I had to move my tractor and my planter about 15 miles to go get started on my next farm that I've got to plant. My last farm, I have one more field here at my dad's to plant, but I wanted to finish at Dad's, so on that field when I run out of seed, I'll just quit I'll quit planting, and then I'll plant the rest of the field to cane, and that's what borders it. That's kind of why I have it planned that way, so I don't have to carry over any seed. And if I have run a little short or I run a little long, my cane field will just be, actually it's going to be cover crop field. My cover crop field will be just a little bit smaller or bigger, depending on how it works. Yeah, this side, that rye is getting quite a bit taller. Most of the stuff where I've noticed last night when I was planting the manure that I got spread kind of before the rye started to grow in the spring, looks a lot better than the rye the rye that I spread like after it was 3 inches tall. So I guess in the future I'm gonna have to try to get out here and spray my rye out, or not spray my rye out, spread my manure if I'm going to spread manure on the rye for my fertilizer. I need to get out here sooner to do that. And I also think that would have helped where I left tracks and it didn't grow very good. And I knew it was a little wet and it was going to damage them plants, but I had to get my manure spread. I just wasn't not going to get it done again this year, because last year I never got it done. Had a hired man that quit us kind of at the last minute last year. So I kind of had big plans for them to do some tractor work last year, but it didn't work out, and there's no hard feelings. They had other things they needed to do in life, and I understand that they're not married to the farm like I am. I guess I love this farm, so I give a lot of sacrifices for the farm. I actually do have a lot of sacrifices for the farm, between missing my children's games and whatnot, and practices, just time with my wife and my children. I guess that's what I do for this lifestyle, but I do love what I do. So one thing, I guess it's not work if you love it, but that planting, I don't know, that's starting to get to be work, so I'm glad that's about over. I do have cane to plant and some milo to plant. I'll probably plant the milo with my planter, and I'll drill the cane with my drill. But it'll be a change of pace. I don't have to worry about fertilizer. I got plenty of time to get those jobs done. I got probably over a month, because milo's just for hunting, so it doesn't hurt anything if it doesn't make grain. It just needs to be out there for the little birdies to hide in, and then our pheasant hunters to come shoot them. So that's that. But I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. I don't know how long I've been yabbering. I guess I wish this thing maybe would beep at a guy every 8 minutes, so you kind of know how you stand for time. You know, because I don't like really long videos. When I'm watching, I kind of get bored after a little while, and this time of year I've been having a hard time. I enjoy long videos, I guess, I just don't have time to watch them. And I guess I like people to watch my videos if they can, so I'm gonna try to most of my viewers, I think, are probably in ag, so they understand. I understand if people can't watch them, but I'd like to make a video that people can sit down and watch the whole thing. But anyhow, I guess I appreciate your comments and stuff on all my videos. I appreciate you guys watching and subscribing. This will be a fun field, I think, to watch grow. I do have another video I'm probably gonna make. If you guys remember, some of my cattle were, and it was really tromped up bad, and it had rye on it. And right next to that, the rye is where I'm gonna hay. But I no-tilled soybeans into the field that was tromped up and pretty rough, and it's pretty impressive what it looks like. That's one of the fields I decided to let my neighbor plant with his drill. And the main reason I let him plant it with his drill because my older corn planter has a hard time with down pressure. And surprisingly enough, he told me today, which I didn't know how it was going to be, that there was like probably 50-60 foot of rye in the soybean field, or now it's a soybean field. And he actually told me that where the rye was, the ground was softer, which really surprised me. I figured where the rye would have been softer from the rye using moisture, but I guess I don't know what it is or why the rye ground would be softer, I guess. But anyhow, I guess thanks a lot for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. You got any questions on this rye or want an update video later in the year here and I haven't got one done, I guess just go ahead and pester me about it. Or if you guys want any other videos made that I haven't made, I'll sure try to do them. I know I had a request on my pickup and I just haven't took time to do that one. I'm really not sure what to say. I'm kind of torn on that pickup, on whether it's a good pickup or not. Depends on the day, I guess, but we'll get into that on that other video. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. It's a beautiful sunset. We'll look at that for a minute. So yeah, please comment, rate, and subscribe to everybody. Enjoy it. I enjoy you guys watching my videos and commenting, and those live streams are pretty fun too, so we'll keep doing some of them once in a while. Thanks. Bye.